Girl, shit's fucked.
Is that what we're talking about? The Real Housewives of Alberta.
And Minnesota, don't you know?
We just can't shut the F up.
Hello, Holly.
Good evening, everybody, and my friend with the red hair.
Yeah, thanks. It's got one of those things. Either I go brown or I go fucking red, and brown is just so basic sometimes.
Yeah. Or you know what? You could just go gray.
No, Holly, I'm not ready yet. Holly, I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
I mean, you look great with it, but I'm not ready. I got enough other things I'm working on.
I started doing it like during lockdowns when they locked us all in our houses, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to see anybody. Fuck this shit. So I just let it grow.
Aw. Holly, oh my God, Messerschmitt, you're so sweet. Messerschmitt skipped his Long Schlongs Anonymous meeting to be here.
You know, I hope that the other members of his Long Schlongs Association is not too much in crisis, but with the lack of his attendance, because I know he is the longest schlong.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, he's lead long
schlong. On the grapevine. He's King Long Schlong.
King Long. Okay, we can't even fucking say it.
King Long Schlong.
King Long Schlong.
Well, thank you for coming. Nice to see you. And Vondi, I'm sorry, I haven't caught up yet. Hello, JJG22.
Mm-hmm. Good evening. And
how are you doing, Holly? Everyone's sorry, but last week we had a really sad time for Holly.
Yeah, it was a rough week last week, and I just was a total mess. So I didn't want to have the audience suffer my crash out.
You're allowed to have a crash out. Your little Jackie here she was so sweet, and I met her. She was adorable, and I'm sorry that you had to put her down. Do you want to talk about it? Like, I just put a picture up the screen and now made you awkward.
I know. I actually, so first topic of the night is I wanted to let everyone know about what was going on. I don't know if we talked about it on stream about 4 months ago. That's when she was diagnosed with cancer. So we knew the end was coming.
Yeah, that's awful.
And so there was, did you put up all the photos or?
I just put these two up because I was running out of time.
Yeah. So what I'll do, I'll just kind of go through her timeline quick because it's it'll be good for me to kind of share.
Yes.
So I need to go to my first image. So in 2014, funny story. So I had just lost, about a year prior, I had just lost my soul dog, and her name was Lizzie. And it was very sad, and I thought I would never get another animal again because I couldn't deal with the loss because that was a hard one. And I'd had a few drinks, and I was scrolling on it was called No Borders Animal Rescue Society, where they rescue puppies from Mexico and streets of Mexico. So little Jackie's a Puerto Vallarta dog, which ties into our other topic tonight, which is kind of kismet. But I saw her little picture, and I was just smitten with this little face. This little dog was found half starved, a puppy, probably a few months old, covered in ticks and near death. So they found her. I'm not going to show you her picture of her rescue, but they found her. They doctored her up. They got her together. And this is the little face that I saw. And I immediately fell in love with this little dog. So I sent in an adoption application at 2:00 in the morning, not telling my husband. And they responded. And that's when I told him, I want to go meet this little dog. So we went and met her on November 12th, 2014 at the airport to pick her up from her trip from Mexico to visit with us. This little dog was a cat dog and loved every box. So she always sat in boxes. She wanted to climb on top of the furniture. She didn't want to be a normal dog. So we knew we were in for it. Now, this little dog, Jackie, we trained her. We put her through basic training, but she was only trained on her terms. So she knew how to do all the stuff, but I mean, she would only do it on her terms. She was sweet and sassy little dog. This is where she pushed out the screen of the window because she wanted to make sure she could see outside. This is her camping. She was always up on top of everything because she didn't want to get her paws dirty.
Very cute.
And so she was always sitting. She hated getting wet. Here's a photo of her being kind of frustrated with me because I just chucked her in the river behind there. And she came out and ran around like a fool for a while because she did not want to swim and she didn't want to be wet. She wanted to be nice and dry. She the sweetest dog. And up until the very end, she always had this little puppy face. And you met her, Chantal.
Yeah, she's so cute.
She was
So cute.
She was my forever puppy. Camping, she was always cuddled up in a blanket because she was always freaking cold.
Yeah.
And she always wore jackets and was, I think, a little disgruntled that her rescue was to Canada.
Yeah, probably.
So this is another shot of camping with her on her special chair, which was actually my chair, wrapped in a little blanket. That's the one that we showed earlier with her.
So cute. Her Daisy.
And Natalie, she suffered a lot of costume changes. I won't show you them all. And again, when we moved into our second home with her, again, in the boxes, like a little cat dog.
Oh, she's so cute.
This is the last photo I have of her with her brother. And
I feel so bad for him.
He knew. And they spent the final day cuddling and spending time together. And they wouldn't be away from each other. But as you can see, up to the very end, even though she had a little white muzzle, she always had the sweet puppy face. So rest in peace, Jackie.
Yes, rest in peace. I know. I feel that's so sad. I'm so
wanted to share. I promised I wouldn't get all teary-eyed. I think I did a really good job.
You did. I feel sad, but I'm not going to cry either.
Well, it's the kindest thing you can do, and that's what you sign up for when you have a pet, is when it's time. And she told me it was time, and we sent her off across the Rainbow Bridge to be with my Lizzie, and they're waiting for me on the other side.
Yes, they are, and she got a better home than like a lot of animals, like Benjamin Smith was saying. You know. Well, you know what? Let's just get the cryings out of the way. Because she could have been like Punch the monkey. She could have had a very bad existence. This poor monkey. And by the way, I'd seen little clips about. I didn't really pay attention until yesterday.
Yeah,
I was ugly crying at home by myself. Ugly crying about this fucking monkey. If you guys don't know about Punch, I've got 3 little videos of him. Oh my god! And everyone's gonna fall in love. And then there's an update which is disgusting. Some of these people they're so gross. But is it okay if I just move on to Punch?
Yeah, no, we can move on to Punch because my conspiracy brain makes me think that all of this crazy bullshit started in 2015 with Harambe, when Harambe was murdered. And that's the point in history where our timeline changed and everything went evil. And Punch is a new little monkey who, I've got the thing here. So Punch is a young Japanese macaque living in Kawana? I can't speak Japanese. City Zoo. The story gained international attention as video surfaced showing him dragging a little stuffed orangutan monkey from IKEA around with him. Now, he became an outcast because he was rejected by his mother in the zoo. So his mother gave birth to him and she rejected him, which is so sad. So this little baby monkey, they couldn't find anything wrong with him. There was no health issues. Typically, when a monkey is rejected, or an animal is rejected by its mother, it's because there's something congenitally wrong with it, and it's going to pass away.
I watched one of the trainers, or the guys from the zoo talk. They said that her labor was very bad.
Yeah, and she rejected him. So this poor little baby monkey was trying so hard to find a mommy, and all the other monkeys in the group, they all rejected him. So the zookeepers felt so sad for him, so they bought him the little orangutan, the little stuffed orangutan, and then he carried this around. That's what made him go viral. So,
well, he's pretty fucking cute.
Oh my God, he's so cute and so adorable.
I'm just gonna push play so you guys can see.
If you're on the verge of tears, well, you're not alone. A baby monkey who clings onto his stuffed toy as his best friend and parental figure has taken over the internet and probably some tissue companies by storm. This is Punch, pronounced Punchkin in Japanese. A baby macaque born in July 2025, but was rejected by his mother shortly after his birth. He was then rescued by Ichikawa City Zoo in Japan, but they noticed that he was struggling to integrate with other monkeys. There's even footage of him being pushed to the ground by other macaques due to his lower status in the macaque hierarchy. And just a warning, the footage is really sad and heartbreaking. As it's common for baby monkeys to cling onto their mothers, zoo caretakers gave him a stuffed orangutan to combat his anxiety and loneliness. And it seems like he's established a very strong bond with the plushie. Ichikawa City Zoo also posted on their X account asking visitors to please keep an eye on Punch's growth. And since then, his journey has gone viral. Long queues have formed just to visit Punch. IKEA has even sent more orangutan plushies for him to enjoy. But most importantly, Punch seems to finally have made friends, even being spotted being groomed and spending time together with other macaques in his enclosure. As for the future of Punch's development, well, it seems promising. He is still quite young, and as he grows older, he's expected to assimilate further and move socially up the totem pole. For now, he's still got his plushie.
Tried to
Okay, so that's enough crying. But is that not the saddest story ever? And he's only 6 months old. He's just a baby.
It was
so
very,
mean.
very sad. Now, I think why I tie it back to Harambe is it has a happy ending. It does have a happy ending. So Punch was adopted by 2 adult monkeys in the enclosure, and
I
he's
got it
being
up.
cared for, and he's being groomed and loved. What?
They rejected him. They recently rejected him.
Oh, fuck off.
I'm sorry.
So, but
Not a happy ending, but I got a really shitty, scary thing that's happening. Andrew Tate, the fucking egotistical cunt. He is pledging to adopt the monkey and pay $250,000.
Oh, good for him. But I mean, rejected infants, they can develop social bonds and they can develop like integrate into the troop and stuff like that. So what's happening right now? Like right at this very moment?
Oh, I think that this is old. She was just wondering why the cameraman doesn't do something. Those are all different camera people, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, people in Japan, they love their cameras, but they've got their lineups right, like way down, like blocks and blocks and blocks away from the zoo. They're all lined up to see them.
Well, people have flown to Japan to go see this monkey and to offer support and donations to help, support the enclosure. And people have donated like millions of dollars, and IKEA actually donated a bunch of these orangutan. So it's a happy, sad story in my opinion, because this little monkey has brought everyone together. Everyone cares about this little.
I like his name. I think it's very cute. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you though. When I heard the name Punch, I thought,
his name is Punch. Punch Koo,
like,
something?
Yeah, like, and I was thinking about like, makes me think about people I want to punch.
So yes,
Molly.
They're making lots of money off of a really sad little baby monkey that's super cute, but it's going towards the zoo. A zoo is not a profitable operation to run. So, I mean, it does offer just support to the other animals in the enclosures and improves the conditions in the breeding programs. So, I mean, there's some positive that comes out of it. Yes, I agree. Freebird.
Freebird's annoying. When Jeremy was in jail, every time we had called to
He's playing Freebird.
Whatever, they play Freebird. That's the song they play on the the kiosk where you put the money in on the kiosk. It's Freebird. This is the whole old song.
Should have been Blackbird.
Well, it isn't. But did you, Holly? Speaking
Yes.
of like punching people, did you hear, guys?
Speaking of punching
another
people,
fucking climate change lockdown happening. You guys, they're very subtle with these. Don't forget, there's like one little place at a time. This is gonna fucking happen. We're getting worse. So New York City, yes, they've got some blizzard coming. And they have now commanded that everybody stay inside until noon tomorrow. You're not allowed to leave your house. And I just wanted to show you this fucking smug fuck. I wanted to punch him while he.
You mean Jeffrey Epstein's son?
Yes, that would be who it is. Here he is. Whoa.
A question about the travel ban tonight. How will it be enforced, and what are the penalties for people who are caught out traveling tonight?
So the focus here is not on punishment or penalty. The focus rather is on compliance. The last time around in 2017, New York City anticipated a blizzard. It did not come to pass. And so I know for many New Yorkers, sometimes it may seem as if this weather is never actually going to be that bad. However, we only have to look at the year prior to that in 2016 to see what a blizzard is like. And I can tell you on Friday, the weather indication said 3 to 4 inches, then 6 to 8, then 13 to 17, then 18 to 21, now 18 to 24 with certain parts of our city expecting up to 28 inches of snow. If it comes to pass as is predicted, this will put this snowfall into the top 10 snowfall events in the history of New York City. That is what we are looking at. And so the reason we have enacted a travel ban is to ensure that we are keeping New Yorkers safe, keeping them warm, and keeping them at home. And we are going to obviously have exemptions for first responders, and New Yorkers can go to 311, they can call to find out the entire list. But if you do not have an emergency to leave your home, the bottom line is to stay home and stay safe.
But is it like will they be pulled over, and then like what is the logistics look like? Maybe the commissioner
the focus on this is not going to be on pulling over individual drivers. It's going to be the utilization of all of city government to keep people safe. And so even for our NYPD officers, so much of their work, as we've delineated earlier in this press conference, will be assisting those who are trapped, assisting those who are in need. What we are, however, saying to New Yorkers is that this is the travel ban, this is the executive order that we have signed in city government. A violation of this is a Class B.
Thank you.
Whoa,
That doesn't
Class
piss and
B.
scare everybody. I don't know what else. If it doesn't piss you off or scare you, I don't know. That's ballsy. New York, of all the fucking cities, you're just going to come in and think that's going to work. I don't think it's going to work, first of all. What are you
Well,
going to do with the
people that
homeless
voted
people, you
for him-
faggot?
The people that voted for them wanted this, right? He also came out and said that they have to raise their taxes because he needs more money, and he's not doing the free buses because it's not fiscally feasible. And I'm like, oh, really? Weird. Fuck. He also put into legislation, if a landlord doesn't repair things in buildings up to city standards, the city is going to seize the property. So there's no private property in New York anymore, New York City. So have fun with your fucking communist hell, New York. Enjoy the experiment.
Yeah.
Yep,
It's
comply.
horrible. How
Just
do this
comply.
got awesome.
Hello.
Calvin. And
Yep.
yeah, I just think it's disgusting. I think he's disgusting. I don't like it. We had the fire lockdowns in Nova Scotia.
Yep.
So, they're going to normalize this. They know they can't go as hard as they did when they did COVID, but this is happening.
Yeah.
So I just say every time, don't fucking comply. Do not comply.
you-
That's the only thing you do. Say fuck you. Who the fuck do you think you are? Last time I checked, I have free will.
Well, the local news, they're now repairing that water break that we talked about a few weeks ago that happened. The second water main break that flooded out people and almost drowned people on 16th Avenue in Calgary, Alberta.
Yeah.
And they did the repairs, and they actually did a good job on the repairs. But while doing the repairs, they noticed that what's the creek?
Bears Paw Down?
Bears Paw, the Bears Paw Reservoir feeder main. They've just suddenly noticed that it needs a complete restoration.
Yeah,
What?
it's super weird. You should
Weird.
see. So that makes sense because we were driving down Memorial Drive. Anybody who's not from Calgary, it's just the main street right by the river.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some brand new giant, we're talking I don't
Yeah.
know, 3 feet, 4 feet, and by 4
Yeah.
feet, bags
They're
filled
huge.
with sand. And they were all along the river. And there's no snow on them. So that's how we knew they were
They're brand new.
recently put there.
Well,
So
they're
what the fuck are you guys expecting?
they're putting into compliance summer water restrictions because they're
I'm
going
not
to be
doing it.
replacing
I will
the-
fucking
replacing
turn
the
my water on 24 hours a day.
Paw's, main feeder. They're going to be replacing it. So they have to have every Calgarian step up together and reduce their daily water consumption by 30 liters or something. So it's don't run your dishwasher unless it's full. No shit. Don't have extra long showers. And make sure. And
Guess
make
what?
sure
Guess what?
you're not
Guess
gonna be
what I
able to
like to do?
water
I
your
like to go in a hot
lawns.
bath. I like to go in a hot bath till it gets cold, and then unplug it and then refill it. And I just keep doing that for a couple hours. I love it. It's my favorite.
Yeah,
thing
well, I
to
just
do.
drain it a little bit and then add some more water so it stays nice and hot. But the people aren't going to be able to grow gardens in the
No,
summertime.
you can. You can do whatever you want, Holly. If you learn nothing from me, do whatever the fuck you want.
Okay. If you comply, which you know that there's going to be people that do it because they're all in this together, elbows up, stop the spike, flatten the curve. So so watch for coming summer 2026 extreme water restrictions in the city of Calgary, Alberta. That's my
Also watch for B to be having water fights with water balloons, be excessive with water.
And there's going to be a water fight at Chantal's place,
Yes,
complete with
water.
a running hose that will continuously
hours a
be
day.
flowing 24 hours a day.
Oh my God, I did that to an ex-boyfriend of mine. He was really fucking finicky about bills. He was such a cheap bastard. Anyways, he went away to work for 2 weeks. And so I went to his backyard and just turned on the tap and left. And you know what? Felt really good. But what? That is the one thing that keeps us not being the third world is we have maintained our infrastructure, right? So we're getting kind of third worldy now. But don't worry, guys, because we've got a leader that is so strong and so smart. Holly, did you hear today what this motherfucker just offered?
Today, I haven't been on the news all day. I'm watching
Well, it's
reruns
good
of
news.
VR.
Don't worry. It's good news. It's just more of the same. Mark Carney's just being a real fucking amazing man.
Oh, awesome. I'm so glad. I
Yeah, look at
love
that.
Mark Carney. He's amazing.
Do you see this? Do you see
Oh,
that
I'm so
for me?
happy. You know what? Ukraine
Another
Ukraine really
$2
needs our money.
billion today. $2 billion. Another $2 billion to them. Yeah.
You know, okay, go back down to that picture. That fucking building is still under construction and we're giving $2 billion to Ukraine.
Yeah, Holly, we have people who are dying, literally dying, freezing cold
Ugh,
in the streets, and
whatever.
yeah, we are. Yeah,
Ukraine
so
needs it more.
well, they do, plus $20 million. What was the 20 million? I got to scroll down to get to it fast. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's just. Oh, Holly, your husband would love this. 400 armored vehicles as well. 400 armored vehicles. We don't have armored vehicles here in Canada. And they're
Ours are
sending
falling.
400.
They're falling to pieces. Like we sent
Yes.
tanks over there just to get blown up, and we have like 8 tanks.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
being
don't worry.
facetious, but we have like 8 operating tanks. Like we can't run any trainings or anything like that because they run out of ammunition.
Well, don't worry because they're sending 400 armored vehicles to Ukraine, and then they're sending like $20 million on top of that for something else. So Christmas time for Ukraine again, I guess.
Yeah, I'm so glad. You've seen the videos of the Ukrainians partying it up and driving, Benzes and Beamers and fur coats and
Oh, it just pisses me off.
Zelensky
And they're
buying
fucking
homes.
They're not even the ones that are here. They're the ones that are here. You can tell
Yeah.
they fucking first of all hate it here, and they're gonna go back.
Yep.
They don't seem very what's it called? They don't seem very appreciative, like they actually fled a war.
Mhm.
That
Folks
would make
having
very
wages garnished for collecting Serb, but Ukrainian gets
Yeah.
the Ukrainian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eat
Well,
the
okay.
fucking giant Canadian dick.
The Serb
Right.
situation, you were an idiot to take Serb, in my opinion. If anyone on here took Serb, fine, but like
I
free
definitely
money,
took it, and I
free money
definitely
from the government, to me, no. There are people that are getting their disability benefits cut, like people that are on social welfare disability benefit payments that are guaranteed by the government. They're getting those cut so far that they're losing their homes and becoming homeless. So but the solution that our government provides, what's the solution for people that are homeless and financially unstable?
Well, if you're white, you can go to the drop-in center.
No, because drop-in centers are expensive too. What's the government solution for people
MAID.
that are hard up? MAID.
Yeah. Well, I don't think. Yeah, it is MAID, but it's not just MAID, Holly. It's super MAID. Like we have now. Now I gotta hit. Now I gotta click it, Holly. Now I gotta click it. This is the only video I didn't upload yet, and I was like, fuck it, we won't get there. But you brought it up. It's your fault. So did you know that they're offering MAID, direct, right at the funeral home?
At the funeral home?
Yes, I'm going to share this with you. One moment, please.
Okay.
And as well as that, they're doing same-day suicides now.
Yeah.
Like we're really just picking it up.
Anyone that was qualified for EI were forced to take Serb unless you demanded EI, and it was very hard for people that were on employment insurance. Like I know personally people that were on employment insurance for maternity leave during that time, which as Canadians we're entitled to, right? As a mom that takes their year off to stay home and you're on EI. So you fill out your little forms and you get your EI. They were suggested heavily to go on to Serb instead because it was easier and don't worry. And it was actually more money up front. But what people didn't realize is it was a taxed later situation, which fucked them the next year because their income tax, they ended up owing the government tens of thousands of dollars. So
let you listen to this. Listen to this. Holly.
Yeah.
So convenient, guys. So anybody who needs it, like Canada, we're fucked. We've lost the plot. Okay, full screen. And then
it's a third leading cause of death in Canada.
Hi, Rebecca. I was just wanting to inquire about something really quick. I know it's close to closing time for you, but do you have a second?
What?
So
I
I
can hear.
was just
You can hear the video?
Yep.
Okay, I couldn't hear it, so I'm just gonna go back and push play again and let you guys start again. Sorry, I didn't know that.
Hi, Rebecca. I was just wanting to inquire about something really quick. I know it's close to closing time for you, but do you have a second? So I was just I heard that this was an option, and I just wanted to know because it sounds kind of creepy to me, so just bear with me. Are you guys able to provide maid at your funeral home location?
We are, yeah. And just for context, could I ask your first name?
Kelsey.
Kelsey. Hi, Kelsey. I'm Rebecca. So we do offer our gathering room space for maid provisions, and that is whether that is regardless of whether the person chooses to use us as the funeral home following the provision. So we can either do a pure rental of the space, and then that person is taken care of by another funeral home following that provision, or if they would like to work with us throughout all of their care, they can receive provision here, and then their body would actually remain on site to be cared for.
Do you guys do you have a cost breakdown of what that looks like?
Yeah, so in general, the cost for using, actually, let me just get my form here. So the cost for using our gathering room for a maid provision is $495.
Okay.
And that is the cost if they are not also using us as the funeral home of choice. If they were using us as the funeral home as well, we can offer that same space for $300.
Okay, perfect. Okay, well, thank you. I was just curious. I wanted to do some research on the funeral homes in the area that were providing that. I just wasn't sure. I heard you were doing it, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it's a good option for people who don't feel comfortable either at home or at a hospital. There's not too many third-party locations, so that's why we offer that.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate it.
All right, you take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You hear that? They're killing people in funeral homes. Have a good day, guys.
Okay.
What makes
So
it
that-
easier?
Yeah.
Do you remember? Okay, I don't like you're younger than me, but you remember the prank calls where people would call you and you'd answer and be like, "Joe's funeral hall, you stab him, we slab him."
Yeah.
Now it's like Joe's funeral hall, you made him, we'll cremate him. It doesn't rhyme, but what the fuck ever.
Like, let's skip the middle person. It's like it just so gross.
That's so crazy.
Like you walk into the funeral home, but
you just all show up, you use a nice room, you pick your flowers, you play Freebird, and they kill you, and then they just roll you off into the other room and put you into the Soylent Green. We've all seen that movie, right?
Well, you have to get your organs harvested first, Holly.
That's the room that they roll you into. Has everyone seen Soylent Green? That's what they do. They made you, and then they roll your body. Like there's videos playing and music playing. You say goodbye to your loved ones, and they kill you, and they roll you off into a room where they harvest what they need, and the rest of it goes into Soylent Green, which they feed back to the people. Prank calls were fun.
They were fun. Well, Canada, guys, it gets more embarrassing.
Star 69 ruined prank calls. I'm just going to say that right now. Fucking technology. Uncle Ted was right.
Did it? What the heck am I doing here, Holly?
I don't know what you're doing.
Okay, well, that's fine. Let's just go on to the next thing. So, you guys remember who Shiloh Hendricks? You remember Shiloh Hendricks? Everybody, I'm sure everyone remembers Shiloh Hendricks.
Yep.
Okay, so she is back in the news. I'm just going to play her little video here in case you don't remember. She is the white woman that a lot of, specifically men, also fell in love with her because she didn't hold back.
She didn't hold back. She said
what she fucking felt.
She said
whatever.
Some
it's just fucking like honestly. At the end of the day, yeah, okay, be offended. It's just words, though. Really, right? Really, it is. Oh my god, did I not do that? I suck. I didn't upload the video, but we'll just go to the present the photos. Chantal, you know what? Sometimes I annoy myself, Holly, because I got them all prepared and they're here and down and present.
Oh, see, this is how old I am. Now it's pound 31 pound.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I haven't used Star 60. Well, I haven't used a phone really in forever.
No.
So-
Holly, can you read that? Because it's too small on my screen.
Rochester woman faces trial over playground racial abuse incident. Shiloh Hendricks, 36th of Rochester, Minnesota, is facing 3 misdemeanor charges of disorderly conduct after a viral April 2025 video showed her using racial slurs against a 5-year-old black child with autism at a playground.
Kid was 5.
Well, yeah. Each charge carries up to 90 days in jail and or a $1,000 fine. Plea not guilty to all charges. Jury trial scheduled for April 13th, 2026. Hendricks has requested a speedy trial, which he's entitled to under their constitution, but her defense later moved to dismiss that request, which is against her constitutional rights. Incident on April 28th, 2025 at Roy Sutherland Playground in Soldiers Field Park. Hendricks accused the child of stealing from her baby's diaper bag and repeatedly shouted the N-word at her child, or at the child. Minnesota officials, including Attorney General Keith Ellison, condemned the acts as morally repugnant. Crowdfunding controversy. Hendricks raised $600,000 to $800,000 via Give Send Go, claiming harassment and reportedly used the funds to go buy property.
She did get closer to 800. I did see that.
Yeah, it was almost $1 million that this lady raised, and she went and bought a house. And the Anti-Defamation League noted that white supremacist groups promoted the fundraiser. #White Crimes Matter.
Yes. So she's facing 3 criminal charges for that. Are you fucking okay? Well, whatever. And then
it's a literal hate crime. You know, that little boy, it's like him being shot at with real live bullets. The N-word
as if
is.
it's the first and the last time he's been called a fucking name. Let's get over it. Move on. I just don't care. You can call me a cracker. You can call me whatever you want. I get called names all the fucking time. All the fucking time. Think about it. Like, could you imagine? I'm going to charge you. You called me fat. I'm going to charge you for something. You hurt my feelings.
Well, you're a protected class if you're being called a whatever. But I'm rewatching ER because I used to love that show back in the day, and it was released in 1994, and they dropped the N-bomb on that show all the frickin' time. All the time. And I'm just like, this was on television. And it was, trying to aggress the racisms and stuff like that. And, they drop all kinds of different racial slurs that we cannot say now. And this was broadcast on like primetime live TV.
I think it's fucking retarded. I think we should be able to say whatever the fuck we want.
Well,
I don't give a shit.
They could. They used to be able to. They said all of them on this
Name
show.
one. Can you say one, Holly?
They say kike. They say faggot.
Oh.
They say the N-word. They say
the N-word, Holly. Holly, what's the N-word?
Nougat.
Oh, keep going. Keep going.
Nigeria.
Oh, they're coming for you. You're going straight to jail. You're straight to jail, Holly.
Straight to jail.
It's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid. I'm sorry, but
so crazy. Like, yes, we understand the history of the word and the hard R and all that stuff. Like, yes,
I
whatever.
think this guy's got a better point about it.
White people have no culture. Okay, who came up with the most popular word in all your rap songs? Straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube from the gang. White people.
Very accurate.
Yep. Well, there's always my favorite video.
What is that, Holly? Say it, Holly. Say it, Holly. Everybody in the chat.
Hard Rock Cafe. I'm not going to say it on live on fucking the internet. Are you kidding me?
Fine, Holly.
Too much of a chicken shit.
She's a chicken shit. Before we get into the next topic, Holly, I've got something for you. I saw this video and I thought of you. I don't know what it was about it that made
Hey,
me
is
think
it
of
another
you.
dildo one? I was actually
No,
worried when I
it's
was
not.
talking
This
about
one's
Jackie,
not
you
even
were
about
gonna
a
pull out
dildo,
like
but
an
it's just
alien
the way
dildo or
this
some
guy
shit.
handles this piece of fruit, and I thought Holly would really like that.
Oh.
Yeah, here we go.
I don't have papaya, but I have some honeydew. So let's try making it with some honeydew. This honeydew is on sale for $2.99, and I think the reason why it's on sale it's because it's not honeydew season, and I cannot wait for the honeydew season. It's because I'm a big fan of honeydew, but not that big, you know. We'll cut both ends off so that when you let it stand, it's flat. To be honest, I don't know the reason why they have to cut off the end, so I'm not gonna cut off my oh, this is not honeydew. This is cantaloupe. Do you see this small hole? Use your finger, put your finger into the hole to finger it so that the hole becomes wider. Okay, finger the hole. Just like that, so that the hole is big now. You see, it's very big. Since the hole is very big now, put your fist, your entire fist inside the hole. And, okay, it's very, I think it's squirting really hard inside. And then grab the ickiness outside. Oh, wow, okay. I think it's squirting really hard. You have to make sure there's no more itsy bitsy itsy bitsy seeds inside, so it's all clean now. The hole is very big and clean. Water, jello of choice. Add your jello powder, gelatin powder into the concoction. Stir, then wish for the best. Ice to let it cool faster. Concoction into the hole. Oh, it's perfect! Refrigerate, and I'll see you on part 2.
So, Holly, I was thinking about your hole when I watched that video. Is that really what I'm trying to say?
You're so mean. You've never even seen my hole.
You know what I imagine? It's sort of like this. Just a big furry hole. It's okay if it is, Holly.
Well, I mean, husband is out of town, so full disclosure, yeah, she's kind of shaggy.
Right? That's good. Now everybody should be allowed to do what they want. I don't have a husband, and I've got a full big poof.
Well, I mean, doesn't your boyfriend like the 70s bush?
Yeah, he does. You can tell, right? You've met him. You can tell.
Oh my god, I saw it all over his face. I saw that guy and I was like, he looks like
I
a
know
really
he's
great
bald,
guy.
but he does like the bush.
70s bush.
Yeah. Well, you know, like the world could, you know what? Life could be worse for us, Holly. Life could be worse. I mean, we could be living in Mexico right now, which is such a fucking nightmare. I can't believe I just said that because my son is living there. So all this stuff.
We could be vacationing. You could be visiting your son in Puerto Vallarta right now.
Okay, but guys, it's so anticlimactic. Okay, it's so retardedly anticlimactic. They had a temper tantrum. Literally, this is what it is. They fucking had a temper tantrum yesterday. They did some bad things. Yes, some people died. Yes, some prisoners got released. Yes, there were some bombings. Like, I mean, cars were
Cars on fire, whatever.
It's over. So my son, the very next day, I'm like, "Are you alive still?" He's like, "Mom, it's over." And he takes pictures at a diner, like nothing fucking happened. Canada, we don't have our shit to get together enough. That would never happen. We would all be licking our wounds for years and years and years and like crying about it. They just carried on with it. I couldn't believe it. But for those of you who missed it, I guess we will just show you a few little clips of it. This is Puerto. I mean, it's not great. Yes, apparently this is the story. I'm not sure by the story because again, I don't buy most of the stories. The Mexican president said that they killed the cartel leader and they arrested his son or whatever. And so the cartel, of course, got mad and showed up with all of their vehicles and all of their new equipment and all of their amazing like army stuff, which by the way, somebody did a list on Twitter, and I don't know if it's true or not, but maybe Measure Schmidt, you could know the vehicles and all the stuff that was left in Afghanistan. apparently are all the
Weird.
same ones that were shown as the Mexican cartel having. How did they get them? I don't know.
Okay, bitch, they had rocket launchers from
I know
Afghanistan.
they had a tank with a Ukrainian flag on it as well. Like
What?
I guess it's one of the 400 we were going to send maybe. So there's that. Then there is that was happening, and they did. And so my son, oh my god, he woke up that morning that when it happened, and he had a friend in from the States who had left in the morning, didn't like, whatever. When people stay at Jaden's house, they just stay there and do their own thing for the most part. And he went to go get a haircut. Well, he called Jaden and he's like, "Yeah, something's going on. I think they're shutting everything down." And Jaden's like, "Okay." He's like, "Yeah, like the cartel apparently is taking over. You got to get back." And the guy's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll call an Uber." Motherfucker, there's not going to be an Uber running while the cartel's taking over the streets. So Jaden had to get in his car, and he said it was the scariest 20 minutes of his life because
Well, yeah.
the only people he passed was the cartel, and the cartel did pull him over at one point, and they told him to go back to his house, like he had already picked up his friend, get back to your house and go and lock your doors.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't have to do that. They weren't after the citizens, thank God, but it was terrifying. And for me as a mother,
they did make an announcement. The cartel made an announcement that anybody that was on the streets after 1 p.m. would be shot and killed.
Yet it was before.
But they didn't.
Well, there's two people they should have, but they didn't.
The threat is there.
This is a phone call apparently with the cartel. I almost said owner. What is the word I'm looking for? Leader.
The leader of the cartel?
Yeah.
Or the de facto leader, because the leader actually was slain?
Yes. So this is him before he died.
Oh, El Mencho?
Yes. And he was talking to, I don't know who.
Está uno. Hey, ¿quién habla? Mira bien, hijo de tu puta madre. Soy Mencho, güey. Relaja tu puta gente a la verga. Soy Mencho, güey. Relaja tus putas partidas, si no te voy a partir tu madre, tienes toda tu bola de perros. Te tengo identificado 30 güeyes. Hasta tus putos perros te voy a matar si no te relajas, güey. ¿Cómo ves?
Ya está, señor, ahorita los bajo.
Oh, no cuelgues, hijo de la verga. Te tengo ubicados en Chacala, güey.
No le estoy colgando, le estoy diciendo, ahorita los bajo.
Póngase bien las pilas, güey. ¿Qué se le cuesta ser amigo, cabrón? ¿Uno no se mete con ustedes para que se pasen de verga?
No, señor, ahorita yo se las bajo.
Revíremeles a todos los hijos de su puta madre, porque todos agarran dinero y son buenos de puercos.
Sí,
Okay, so we've got that. So he's clearly these people have agreed to work with him. And then this fucking bitch. Tell me, how does this make sense? Anybody, please tell me this, because it doesn't make sense to me. I cannot figure it out unless they're lying to us.
What? No.
I hate being lied to. It pisses me off. I really I'm just like, here we are. Is it this one? Yeah. Holly, will you do the honors?
Mexico President Claudia Sheinbaum.
Oh, she's a Jew.
Said using force against cartels are authoritarian, fascist, and would violate their human rights.
When has a leader ever said that? Like, could you imagine Carney? They didn't say that about the convoy.
No, because the convoy were fascists. They were literal Nazis. Remember?
Right. Bouncy castles, yes.
Returning to the war against the narco is not an option, ellipses. The war against the narco is permission to kill without any trial, ellipses. It is outside the framework of the law. Okay.
So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's like we can't break or violate their human rights because killing them would be against the law, that they're breaking the law, right? So going back to the war on drugs, it's not an option. It's not an option. First, because it's outside the framework of the law. All these people on the right who fill their mouths with the shovel or the words rule of law and defend the war on drugs. What? I don't even know what that means. Well, the war on drugs is outside the law because, as I said or have said on several occasions, it is permission to kill without any trial. And in Mexico, we don't start a sentence with and. Nobody or very few are in agreement outside the framework of the law. And second, it served no purpose other than to increase homicides in Mexico and the level of violence. So, these so-called authoritarians, because they are authoritarians, it's moving towards fascism. So, fighting the drug cartels is literally Hitler.
I don't understand what the fuck is going on. I need.
They
How does this happen?
They took a globalist dumb bitch and they put her in power. That's what happened.
Okay, well. So it's over the next day. Literally the next day.
Yep.
Now, my son said to me, he said, Mom, I said, well, is it scared? Because I was really scared. You know what? Like, I was really scared because I thought, oh, fuck.
Well, yeah, there's violence and bombings.
Because he's in Guadalajara. And yes, like, he loves it. He loves it. And he is in an area that is actually called the Americanas. Like, so I think it is like full of expats or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. So he's like, Mom, they like locked it down right away. And there was like guards on like every corner. Like there was no, you were safe for the most part. He said, I did see one guy breaking into the OXXO. I didn't know what that is. I did whatever until I saw this motherfucker on TikTok. And Jaden said he wasn't poor. He's an opportunist. And Jaden had been driving in that moment when he'd seen this. You want to see this pig? Oh, you guys.
Oh, yeah. We want to identify this guy.
Yeah, he's Canadian because he brought his own bag. He's such a loser.
Got an American right here, guys.
I'm Mexican, and you should be ashamed to live to doing all those things. I'm pretty sure if I do the same thing in your country, I will be in jail. So just you go and deliver those things back. You're stealing. You are stealing.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Oops, what a motherfucker. And did you see what he tried to do to the Mexican guy? By calling him an American, knowing that the cartel was like said they were going to go after Americans specifically. He says he's an American. What a motherfucker. So I do hope they identify this shit stain. And I do hope he actually has consequences. Because he's the one that my son saw breaking into the store. There's others. These two got shamed into going back and returning it because they're definitely weak.
For these people. No. No. Stop.
That's pathetic. Yeah.
It's embarrassing, guys. And you.
I live here. I've lived here 3 years. I'm not gonna rob a place.
That's so embarrassing. And that one too.
Yeah.
But finally, he decided to come. Están robando las cosas estos gringos, güey. Sí. No. Están robando las cosas. Lo estoy exhibiendo. Gracias.
Embarrassing.
You know,
As a Canadian.
we watch all these videos of a certain ethnicity going into Canadian liquor stores in Ontario and stealing bunches of booze.
The Indians, Holly. You mean the Dot Indians?
I mean, yeah, Dot
Binders.
together. And so they're going in there and they're heisting like thousands of dollars of booze, and they're just walking out. And people are like, you don't do that in my country. And then we see Canadians doing this in another country, doing the exact same fucking thing. People are shit. People suck. I'm sorry.
No, they are. And I'm going to be honest, though. I did get worried because I've always told my kids, I'm like a super paranoid schizophrenic. I'm like, you got to make sure you have backup food always and backup waters. Jaden is in Mexico and he can't drink the water out of the tap. Like he has, he's got his jugs of water and bottled water, whatever.
Yeah.
And I panicked when this started. I thought, because I know he loves to eat out because he is not really interested in cooking at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, oh my God, I guarantee you he has no rations. Like there's nothing. And I'm sure the, water was enough for the week or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that spooked him enough. But yeah, he was even like, These guys are opportunists. But speaking of Indians, Holly, really quick, check this shit out.
Go, 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 go.
I do have to tell you something funny that happened to me at the doctor's office in a very predominantly East Indian location in Calgary. I was the only white person in there. I don't know why I did it. I opened my phone because I'm a fucking idiot, and opened to TikTok, and that song was on the and they all just start staring, and I'm panicking because I'm panicking. I'm trying to turn it down, and I'm just closing the screen. It's
You're just turning it up so it's louder.
no, it's not working. It's not working. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting, Holly. But
Well, I know people personally that have gone to India and gotten E. coli and ended up in the hospital because it's a beautiful cultural exploration of cuisine.
I heard this one was really good. I don't like it, Holly. I'm not going to eat it. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Okay. Sorry, Siska. Oh, Siska. Nice to see you. Want me to cheer you up, Siska? Hold, please. Hold, please, Siska.
Oh, Siska. Hi.
We've got one for you. Don't worry, Siska. Siska, this isn't gross. You'll love this.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body.
All right. So I just had to break up the Badati because I got to get into the next topic. Holly.
That's for you girls. Oh, but I do have, I just wanted to make an announcement. We're talking about Mexico. We have been assured by the CBC, the bringers of truth, that Ryan Wedding didn't inform and didn't give away.
Clearly he did.
Where El Mencho was. Totes didn't.
It's like the fact that they came out and said that. He definitely did.
He totally did. Yeah, it's like,
because I didn't even think of that. That never even crossed my mind.
The timing was like a little coincidental, but correlation does not equate causation, guys. Everyone just calm the fuck down. He totally
Well,
did.
if he winds up dead in the next little while and his family does too, we know what happened. Also, really quick, following up on Mexico, I just want to say, as a Canadian, I was touched and moved by the way the Canadian government handled this crisis. Holly, will you take the honors and read this beautiful announcement by the NDP?
I will.
From Heather McPherson.
The Honorable McPherson from the NDP. Many Canadians, especially members of the 2S LGBTQIA plus community, are in Puerto Vallarta, where violence has quickly escalated Shelter-in-place order is in effect. Please stay vigilant and consult the Government of Canada travel advisories for Mexico at travel.gc.ca/destinations/protect the gays.
Can you fucking? I was pissed.
Yep.
Oh, only like especially the fucking queers. But like, what the fuck? What the fuck did she write that? I hope she got shit on at the office.
Well, because okay, dude, she has to mention something NDP when she's talking about whatever she's talking about, and she can't reference unceded land in Mexico.
Right. Well, she's a cunt, and
So
fuck her.
she had to.
Also,
She
the
had to mention.
Government of Canada's website was shit. I was trying to find it because I was worried about my kid. By the way, he was fine. I was the one all amped up. He was like, "Yeah, Mom, I'm going to bed." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh God, what if they break in at night?" It's fine. But speaking of queers, since the NDP wanted to bring it up, Holly, I don't know if everybody watching our stream last week or 2 weeks ago, I showed a picture that I took outside the gas station. Well, my boyfriend actually took it because I had it. He was closer.
Your picture,
My
the one
photo.
that the news that we
Yeah,
broke
we
on the
shared.
Real Housewives of Alberta,
Yes, it was
exclusive.
yes, it was. It was exclusive,
Yeah,
and it's
on
been
the
shared.
street reporting.
Yeah, it was been shared everywhere, and it got so bad that this Alice Michael Mitchell, whatever, the father who slashed his daughter's throat and stabbed his son, and is out on bail. He actually he was at the same parking lot, same gas station, and he had two young men knock on his window. And they're like, "Is this fucking you?" And they showed the picture of him in the car, and he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "How the fuck did you do that? What are you doing?" And whatever. And he's like, "If you give me $60 right now, I'll tell you." They're like, "Gotta give you $60." Like, yeah, clearly he wanted gas money to get the fuck out of there. He was scared.
Give us $60 right now for the picture.
So then the guy
was shared without credit. I just want to mention that as
by
well.
every single streamer, including Billboard Chris and everybody else.
Billboard Chris, everybody. That picture was shared. It was funny because when I started seeing the picture show up, I'm like, Chantel, this is your
That's
picture.
so rude. Even
No.
Elon Musk commented on Billboard Chris's thing, which I have my pictures. I feel like by proxy, whatever. Anyways, I started to feel a little guilty because all of a sudden this guy I can't help it. I'm a compassionate, empathetic woman. I can't help it. He was all of a sudden, we know he'd been approached and these guys got aggressive. Like, not really. I mean, he ended up rolling up the window after they threw something at him or whatever, and he drove away.
Yeah.
But he posted this and then he wasn't online for 2 days. And I thought, oh fuck, he's gone and killed himself. And I'm like, ugh. And it was everywhere. I'm sure everybody's seen it. So this is what he posted.
God is great.
Is it that simple?
God is great. Don't get no simpler than that, bro.
Did you know that? I mean, everybody knows that, but the way you know it now, did you know it before that incident took place?
You can know it all you want, but until you...
So I started feeling a little bit panicky because holy shit, he killed himself. Like, got harassed. He was fined for the full year that he gets harassed finally.
Okay, but we're not supposed to see the perspective that we see.
No. Well, he's a fucking guys, because he does upload another video. So the anniversary of this attack was 2 days ago. He uploads this video. I need you to pretend you guys watch interrogation videos as much as I do. The amount of minimizing this motherfucker does in this video where he explains his side of the story. I mean, he should have another extra 5 years added onto the thing just for the fact that he is truly not grasping the seriousness of what he did. He also says in this thing, he says, "I'm still not sure if it was the right thing to do." Okay, so what do you mean you're still not sure? Oh, you're still not sure it was the right thing to do to slice your daughter's throat? So listen to the words this man uses. He's a man. He's a man and a mentally ill man at that. But
reported.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
My name is Alice Michael. My pronouns are she, they. And a year ago today, I stabbed my daughter and scraped my son's arm. I thought I was protecting them. I don't know if I made the right decision or I made the wrong decision. Obviously, it's the wrong decision for me, but from what I know is they are healthy and they are happy and they are safe right now. And that's better than they were a year ago today. I wasn't in a position to watch them. I wasn't in a position to take care of myself properly. I am now. That's good for me. That I can take care of me properly is the only reason I'm still here. It's something I'm good at. I'm good at taking care of myself. I always have been. That's why it was so weird to not be. And I was doing a good job taking care of me, taking care of them. The months leading up, though, something changed. Something happened. I can't talk about it. Not because I can't talk about it, but because, like, y'all don't need to know. It's not your lives. And I don't need to trauma dump that on you. I also don't need to make it worse for my kids, because I already did. And I just expect that they be taken care of and they get the best life possible. Whether down the road that includes me or not isn't my decision anymore. I know that. It's other people's decision, and I have to just prove that this was something and it just happened. And that it won't happen again. I was so scared that I hurt the people I love more than anyone. And in my brain, I was protecting them from things much worse than me. That's it. That's all. Peace, love, and unicorns. Alice Michael out.
What a fucking psycho. And if he gave a fuck about them, he'd get the fuck off TikTok and stop being a weirdo.
It hurts my soul that there are people in this world that have been caught up in this ideology so far to the point where they cannot see.
No.
They cannot see.
No, he's deluded. Like, that's the thing. So I'm going to be honest with you. If I do run into him again, I've decided that I am going to talk to him, and I'm going to, and I just want everybody here to know. I want to get him on the stream. I want to interview him. I want to find out, like, dude, tell me about your meds. When did you start taking? I want to know everything, because
when did this start?
The fact is, the government is hiding a lot of this. This is a publication ban. It's not to protect the children. Fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not about that. I just want to get him on the record saying when he started taking the meds, what he takes. Mostly, he can tell us a little bit of the story. And he can, talk about himself. I don't give a shit. But if I do see him in the community, and it sounds like I might, because he really doesn't give a shit, then I'm going to try and do it. I don't know. We'll see. And just so we're all clear, if I do it, I'm going to be not a total cunt, because that's not how you get people talking.
Well, it's just like we got someone else to talk about everything and talk himself into a circle that opened a bunch of huge doors that, incriminated himself. We're very good at that. And I know our audience gets really mad that we don't just like hammer and whatever, but look at the results.
Yeah.
Look at the results that we've gotten from that. So
if you guys do see that, then just know that there was a reason I was nice. One more thing though. So this faggot, he's acting all remorseful and whatever. I just want you to show you.
Okay, hold on.
Uploaded today.
Correction. He's acting remorseful for himself. He's not acting remorseful for the harm and devastation that he caused to his
I'm
own
saying
children.
I'm not sure if it was the right decision or not. What the fuck? Why did that even? And
And
he
I
to
was
minimize
so
it, but
scared.
I scratched my son's arm.
I
Bitch, you
scratched
stabbed
my
your
son.
you stabbed him. Okay, you severed her esophagus. It's not mince words. But anyways, let's look at Mr. Sad Boy. Look at his life today. I don't know where he's flying back from. I have a feeling he went out to BC after those guys confronted him because he was having a panic attack. Because he does go to BC often, and then he comes back and
He flew?
Yeah, look.
Do you know what?
ATJ, bring that back.
When I move, you move. Like that. When I move, you move. Like that. When I move, you move. Like that. Hell yeah, ATJ, bring that back.
So there was like wording on his stuff and saying like corporations are so cheap when they are so rich, and he definitely flew.
Well, yeah, he definitely flew, but like, where did he fly to? Because
Possibly maybe Grand Prairie or BC, but it's only two places I can think because he goes to BC often.
He goes to BC a lot, and
the island specifically.
How did he afford a plane ticket on short notice like that? Like, short notice plane tickets in Canada are like $1,000.
I don't know. He needed $60 the other day to get from the guys that were attacking him.
Yeah, if
So I
he
don't know.
needed
He's got somebody.
$60.
I think somebody in his family has money because they put 30,000 up on his bail. So there's that. So
does his bail conditions not include him not
they
leaving
don't.
the
No,
province?
no. He has no like actual conditions, which is fucking mind blowing. Basically, be good behavior, probably don't do drugs and shit like that, right? But he's not even been told he's not allowed around kids because he was at 17th Avenue doing free tarot readings for high school kids, and a mom had to go up and like shoo him away.
I just it breaks my heart that there are people in our society that are so damaged and so lost and so heavily like mind fucked by the medication that they're on that this is how they're living their lives. Like it breaks my heart that this is another human being that's so lost.
It is. Well, I've got this video of this poor young person who fell for the propaganda, truly regretting. And they were 14 when they started their journey. Anyways, what they say is pretty real. Also, Measure Schmidt, do you have the post-op pics that we used to have in the groups, the post-op trans pics?
No, I don't want to
send them to me. I need to see them. Measure Schmidt, just ignore Holly. Could you send them to me, please?
Measure Schmidt, listen to Holly.
There was the trans vagina and the trans penis.
Your
It looked like an
elders.
elephant dick.
I've seen enough post-op.
It's not for you, Holly. It's for me. I need to show people. Every time every time someone argues with me, I used to show them the pics. And if they couldn't look at the pics, they couldn't tell me if they thought it was okay. But okay, hold on. Let's listen to this poor kid.
They told you what was going to happen before you started testosterone. So really, it's your fault. You should have been paying more attention. See, but they didn't, though. They told me the outwardly observable effect that I would immediately notice. Like, that my voice was going to drop. Not that my vocal cords were going to dramatically thicken, and that a lot of women's larynxes aren't big enough to accommodate that thickness, meaning that my voice just always hurts. I snored last night, apparently, because my throat has hurt all day. It also means that I can't scream or raise my voice above a certain volume. I used to do theater. They knew that. That was something very important to me, and I've lost that ability because I can't project my voice anymore. They told me that I might experience vaginal dryness, not that the cells in my gynecological and urological anatomy are highly estrogen dependent, and that depleting them of that estrogen by going on testosterone is almost certainly going to cause them to irreversibly atrophy, which causes a slew of issues, ranging from, yes, vaginal dryness and pain and bleeding upon penetration, to losing the ability to give vaginal birth, to urinary incontinence and pelvic floor dysfunction. I've seen a lot of informed consent packets from these gender clinics, and I have never seen one actually go into detail about what vaginal dryness entails. It's also crazy to me to imply that I, as a 14-year-old 8th grader, or the kids that they do this to are as young as 11, could comprehend the lifelong implications of being incontinent and not being able to have penetrative sex or give birth vaginally. That's not something that a child can consent to.
So, I mean, like, good for her for, like...
Well,
But it's sad that,
yeah.
that she's had to go do that.
So I remember watching videos like back when people like gays for groomers first started coming out with the detransitioner stories and stuff like that. And they were they did a whole bunch of like behind the scenes secret footage, and the gender clinics talking to parents, basically telling them that we can just put the children on puberty blockers until they figure it out. And as soon as they stop the puberty blockers, it's not going to like puberty will just begin again. And how it doesn't affect anything. It's completely reversible if they change their mind later. Would you rather have a dead daughter or a living son? Those type of manipulation tactics. The puberty blockers, I'm sure our whole audience knows, is the same drug that they give to PDF files to castrate them. It's
disgusting.
It's a medicinal castration protocol. That's what it's used for. And yes, I mean, back in the 90s, there was a slew of young girls that had started their periods way too early. So they put them on these hormone blockers and puberty blockers to make it so they would get their periods at appropriate times. But there was a huge lawsuit that came about afterwards because of the physical damage that these girls went through, such as osteoporosis and sterilization and vaginal dryness and all kinds of things. The fact that their lungs and heart, their cardiovascular system was stunted in growth as well. So they were subject now to a lifetime of cardiovascular issues. It's horrifying that we did this. It's horrifying.
Yeah, it is. It's really fucked. Whatever. Sorry, Holly, about not whatever. I'm just looking for one thing. It gets worse though, guys.
Oh, and I didn't know this. I learned this just right now. Lupron lowers IQ as well.
Does it?
And it would make sense because your frontal cortex, the front part, the reasoning part of your brain isn't fully matured until you're 25.
Oh yeah, of course.
So if you're hyper interacting a maturation process that you go through in puberty, when your pituitary gland starts to activate and then start to form the adult human that you're going to be, then I would understand that it would lower your IQ because it doesn't let your brain fully form.
Okay.
And I'm not a doctor. I'm just a dumb lady on the internet.
Yes. Well, you're not dumb. You're a great lady. But I got to show you this before it stops again. This is embarrassing, but Alex Stein is not wrong because this is more of this queer bullshit. Hold on. Let's start.
Alex Stein. We don't like Alex Stein.
Listen, we do, Holly. We do. We know what happened. Sorry. One moment, please. I did that wrong. X that out. Oh, bye-byes. Okay, so we got it back here. Now I got to find it again. Share screen. Right one. Thank you, Chantel. Good. Here we go. This is actually embarrassing. This is embarrassing. I'm embarrassed as a Canadian.
But speaking of people that are mentally challenged,
can you hear it?
This guy in Canada was able to sue because the barber on their website didn't have some fake made up gender that he could click. So this is really happening in Canada. This barbershop got in a lot of trouble, and I just can't believe it because on top of all this, it's making me so mad. The guy doesn't have any hair. He's got no hair. Why is he on a barber's website anyway? Just play the clip.
My name is Alex Frederick Mignot. My pronouns are they, them.
Alex Frederick Mignot says they are satisfied with a ruling by Quebec's Human Rights Tribunal. Mignot complained that a salon's online booking system was discriminatory to non-binary customers. It was ordered to pay $500.
To see the tribunal, side with me. You know what? Non-binary people shouldn't be forced to pick man or woman, and it's not fair for them. I was so relieved and happy to hear that.
It all started 2 years ago when Mignot wanted to book a haircut at Station 10 Salon in Longueuil. Customers are asked to choose whether it's for men, women, children, or someone with a beard or braids, something Mignot refused to do.
It's a repetition of a trauma that I keep living over and over again. And it cuts me off from society.
They filed a complaint with Quebec's Human Rights Commission. The salon offered Mignot 3 free haircuts and changed its website to include a non-gendered option. Its co-owner says he's surprised the issue wound up in court.
Well, it's $500. It's not a big amount, but it is a precedent, and many even are quite.
I mean, guys, Canada's cooked. Just think about it. The tribunal, their court system, actually fined the barbershop $500. And then on top of that, the barbershop offered the guy 3 free haircuts. But the thing that's missing in all of this is the guy has no hair. Well, how did this not get thrown out? As soon as a bald guy comes in complaining about how he can't be gay in his barbershop pre-survey, should be totally discredited if you can't cut any hair on your head. I don't understand. How is this happening? How did they take this serious? I'm so happy.
This is the end of it.
I know that there's some powerful people in America that hang out with pedophiles, and I do not think that that's cool. But at the same exact time, at least we're not Canada. Canada is way worse, way gayer. It's a non-binary country. And really, it's basically becoming more Indian than Canadian. So really, their controlled demolition of their country, I'm happy that it's happening because they need to face the consequences for their actions. And if they're going to enable a mentally ill person to sue a barbershop when they're bald for not having non-binary as an option when they did a pre-survey before their haircut, then good, bye. See ya. I mean, Justin Trudeau, he's not the prime minister anymore. He's blasting Katy Perry. Good for him.
He's blasting Katy
the best time
Perry
of his life, while his country
they broke up.
is just burning to the ground. It's ridiculous. And you know what? I don't even feel any empathy for Canada anymore because they're all the good ones are moving here anyway.
So there's that. I was like, when I saw that, I was mortified. I was like, oh my god.
Well, because
we are pathetic.
Were we gonna, I'm just looking at the show notes here, like, were we gonna move into the fact that one gentleman was fined $750,000 for not buying into gender ideology? $750,000.
Yeah.
Because he decided that he wasn't going to play the game anymore. You think he's
a professor in BC. He's in BC, yeah.
Yeah, professor in BC. Like, that you're not toting the party line and you're not saying the line.
Right words. No.
You're not saying the right words.
No, we're in deep shit. Idaho, like deep shit. Okay, we have no money. We're all like everybody's fighting. Also, guys, I have to ask you, what do you think of this Tumbler Ridge bullshit? I know I shouldn't say bullshit, but I'm not. My spidey senses are saying it's bullshit. And I'll tell you why.
What, that it didn't happen?
It sounds like Sandy Hook to me. Tiny ass town. Nobody really knew of it. Tiny little town. All of a sudden, the parents aren't making any sense on their when they're crying about their kid that just died. Like, I will show you that video here. Holly, can you? I sent you 2 videos. Can you? For some reason, it's not working for me.
Well,
they're in our group. They're going right now. They're just uploading stuff.
They're uploading right now.
Yeah, let me see if I can do it
because it's not in. Oh, I can see it sending right now. So, okay. So you heard about the Tumbler Ridge situation where the older brother
is now arrested for something that he
was arrested for something that he did in 2014. So it obviously was a family issue. Now, the mother did support the transition of the child, and it's really sad because the mother was one of the first victims of the shooter. Now, the dad, the biological father of the child,
wrote a statement. that this
He
also
wrote a
doesn't
statement
sound sincere.
basically like disavowing and saying like, I haven't talked to this kid. He never used the Van Seller name. I don't know why he's being associated with my name, et cetera, et cetera. Like the
Well, the other
father-
thing is he's a prick too, though. The dad's not innocent. He says he wasn't involved, but he went to court to have visitation. Okay, the kid, once the kid turns 12, dude, even 11-year-olds can say where the fuck they're gonna go. They're gonna visit you or not. Okay.
Yeah.
This guy went to court and made it so that woman couldn't leave BC with those kids, even though he wasn't seeing them because the kids didn't want to. He never had anything to do with them, but he wouldn't let her leave the province. Who's to say that wasn't, if this is real, fine. But I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm just not buying it. The victims' families have not come out. We've seen one victim's family come out, one of them that is still in intensive care, and the other one. And I'm going to show you it right now because I found it. I'm just going to present it.
Well, there is the one family that was doing a memorial or something, and they had to cancel it due to death
This is them.
threats.
Yeah, I don't believe it. I'm not buying it.
They had to cancel
Who's the
it due
fuck
to death
threatening them?
threats.
Who's threatening them?
People. So the threats.
The
were
RCMP
coming-
said they can't corroborate them.
Well, that was the thing, right? Like that. This is where it gets really weird because they were going to have a memorial, but then they had to cancel the celebration of life or memorial because they were getting death threats to the location that was doing the memorial because it was being determined as anti-trans.
That's retarded, first of all. But I mean,
And so they were
people are
terrified of doing it. So I'm just like, this is so weird.
I'm not buying it. It feels very Sandy Hook. When you watch this, tell me that these parents, I'm sorry, but they just, Holly, you saw how you felt. This is the day after. This is the day after, Holly.
Right.
Your dog passed away. The media surrounds you. And they're
was-
asking
yeah.
you, okay? I want to you tell me this reaction, please, because it's
It was,
It
and it
makes
was
me
just
mad.
my dog, and I was like an absolute train wreck. So
right. Well, you would be. So here's I don't know. And you know what? If I'm being insensitive, sorry. I can't help it. I don't buy it. I don't know. There's something that's not feeling legit about it. Sorry. And I did check I went to the Tumbler Ridge Facebook page and I scrolled back a couple years to see if any of the names associated to this shooting had been in the group chats or whatever. No, not one of them. Okay, so whatever. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. It's just, I just find it weird. Okay, so please watch both of them. Mom looks like she has been crying. There's 0 tears. Dad has no tears. He's making a lot of sounds like he's crying, but there's 0 tears.
the mom
And-
looks like she's destroyed. That's what I looked like for a week.
Yeah. Well, she looks like she's destroyed, but think about how you talked about Jackie versus the way I don't know. This doesn't feel legit. Okay, hold on. Is it playing? Holly?
It's not playing.
She's just a beautiful soul. She's a light in our family. She loved art and anime. She wanted to go to school in Toronto. And we just loved her so much. She was thriving in high school. She never hurt a soul. She was a supporter, LGBTQ supporter. And she was the last person who ever deserved this.
She was in grade 7?
Grade 7, yeah. 12 years old. She was 3 months away from her 13th birthday. She's just a beautiful soul. She's a light in our family.
I don't see any tears. Holly.
I'm so sorry. My allergies are going nuts.
There
And
is
it's
a mute. It's okay, it's fine.
I know. Terrible. But I was crying earlier. So, thank you.
Yes. I don't know.
So the dad looks like critical thinking brain. The dad was fed lines to read.
Why would you need lines?
Because media. Because they're trying to as soon as this incident happened.
Thank you, JJG22. I thought it was a high school too. It's secondary school, apparently.
It was a secondary.
And all the
school.
kids were in 7th grade. So he hit what, a 7th grade classroom?
He went into a secondary school and killed people. Now, the Canadian media covered this up for the longest time, but had to do reporting on it. And it was a woman in a dress. that was the first thing. So I think it was out of
and Measure
desperation.
Schmidt, we have to give him. Measure Schmidt, you get an award.
Oh yeah, for
Big
alerting us
award
to it.
for knowing that it was going to be a trans person.
But the media were desperately trying to cover up the fact that it was an alternative lifestyle individual. And then when you listen to that dad talk, the dad was fed lines to say, well, yeah, my daughter was killed by one of these people, but she was a huge supporter of blah blah blah. That's not something that a father would say about, unless they were coached to say it. When I look at the mother, though, and you compare it to the Sandy Hook people, totally different. That mom was destroyed.
I don't. She didn't have any tears, Holly.
Well, okay, you get to a point where you can't cry anymore. No more tears come.
I guess, but I don't know. I'm still not. They're not giving. Why aren't the other parents out crying? Why are we not seeing the other 5 parents of the kids that died? Because there were 6.
I have no
And
idea.
I'll just read you the names of the kids that died. Okay. By the way, the only place that covered the kids' names was Halifax City News. There was no one else. But so the first kid, his name was Abel Mwasana. She's 12. Kylie Smith, that's her parent, 12. Zoe Benoit, 12. Takaria Lampert, 12. And Ezekiel Schofield, 13-year-old student. And then the teacher was Shanda Durand, 39-year-old assistant educator at the school. So where the fuck was the teacher? Whatever. I don't know. I'm not, there's something that's just, the sniff test is off. They're having, so you remember when there was Sandy Hook happened? They found who the father was. They found out who the father was, and the father made a statement saying it's basically the same thing. He did not, he wasn't in contact with them and blah, 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 blah. And he did it in a written statement. He wasn't expected to go in front of the cameras. And it is very Sandy Hook-esque. It just is. I'm just looking at Sandy Hook in Newtown. Okay. And guys, this is going to make it more hard for me to believe. The population of Newtown, where Sandy Hook happened in 2012, the population was 2,246. Okay. The population of Tumbler Ridge, British Columbia is 2,399. I don't believe it. Where are the other parents? Where is the people crying? Where are the other students crying? The hockey coach went on and had some interview with some guy, some independent reporter who was talking about Soji basically. And the town hockey coach, okay? And he's just, almost like a movie guy. Like he's like the good looking guy, Mr. I like to chop wood kind of guy. And he's like, yeah, the next, we had our practice that night and it was up to the kids if they wanted to show up, and they just showed up and everyone got on the ice. A few kids decided to sit in the stands, but everybody showed up and we were united like a team. It reminded me of a movie. None of these people are fucking no jokes.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think it was not real, but I do believe the narrative machine came in behind to clean it up. Like I honestly do. And this is what I was talking about. Like the shooter's older brother was arrested for a crime that he had committed in, I think, Fort McMurray in 2024.
With an edged, it was an edged weapon. It
Yeah,
was
an
a
edged
fucking
weapon,
knife.
in
We
fact.
can use the word knife, you
It was a
fucking
knife.
pussies.
It could have been a razor blade or a hatchet.
But it's a fucking, he stabbed somebody.
Edged weapon. Come on.
Well,
Letter
what
opener.
did they use? But this is the thing. So I was thinking about what would be the goal. Let's just hypothetical. Let's just say this is bullshit, right?
Yeah. What's
Let's
the
say it's
goal?
bullshit. Well, what's the goal? What has been the one thing that has been attached to this Tumbler Ridge shooting? The fact that OpenAI did not warn police or anybody that this guy was at risk and that he was writing questionable things.
His social media, so his Reddit posts, the one that Matt Walsh pointed out 2 years ago on his Twitter, saying that people need to look into this person because this person's not right.
the Chat GPT, as you had just mentioned, Chat GPT, human moderators were flagged to the conversations that this person was having with Chat GPT, and they decided not to do anything about it.
Okay, but first of
But
all,
why?
like, did you? Okay, I also didn't realize there was somebody. I didn't realize there's somebody, reading everybody's OpenAI and then deciding
No,
whether they need to open it up by the police.
the system flags.
Mm,
It does. So if you're having a conversation with Chat GPT and you're basically like, and this is hypothetical, I'm not saying this is real, but it's like, how do I blow up Parliament? I want
Right.
to, like, it's, how would I do this? Give me the timeline and equipment that I would need to do this.
do you guys know that we have a minister for artificial intelligence? Did you guys even know that? Because I didn't fucking realize that.
Yes, we do.
Well, yes. Well, anyways, Canada's Minister of Artificial Intelligence. Who is that? Who is it? Evan Solomon. Oh,
Evan Solomon. Solomon. Weird. What a good name.
he's a Jew.
But essentially they have things that like basically AI that goes through every single Chat GPT conversation and it flags things. This has
sure.
been happening since the Patriot Act, like when they
Okay, but
started
even if it
recording our
is-
phone calls. But they decided not to alert the authorities
Guys.
that this conversation had happened.
Holly, listen to this. Okay, just come on, Holly. I don't believe this is real. Guys, listen. We
You
will have
don't-
a sit-down meeting and have an explanation of their
Mhm.
safety protocols and their thresholds of escalation to police, so we have a better understanding of what's happening and what they will do. They're going to implement more laws. That's the only thing that's coming, and less privacy. And it's not because I just don't believe this. I'm sorry, I just don't.
So you better watch out for those conversations that you're having with your Chat GPT.
Oh, I don't give a shit. I tell ChatGPT
Well,
all the time.
and correct me if I'm wrong, Chat, but didn't this individual also have a Minecraft server that they had built, or something about Minecraft where they had built a mall and then was enacting like a mass shooting inside of a mall?
I don't know. I just not.
And that was alerted to authorities that this person was fantasizing about going into a mall, which is hilarious because there's no mall in Tumbler Ridge or Dawson Creek or anywhere nearby.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I'm just not. I just think there's something bullshit happening, and I wish. Listen, Holly, I'm sorry. I wish I was different, and I could just believe it. I just don't. It's not passing the sniff test for me. It's just not.
There's lots about it that are just weird and sketchy and just not right. Now, if you think about it, it could be like a MK Ultra activation sort of situation. That's where I go.
I just don't think I want. Okay, you know what I'm going to do for the next stream? Just because I'm fucking Holly, I'm good now. I'm going.
Yeah.
It's just this. Holly, you and I are at the Trump shooter police here. For Holly, she really did believe Trump was really shot for real, and then we had.
I'm what?
You believed at first that it was real, and I did not. I'm going to go and draw all the parallels exact from Sandy Hook, to Tumbler Ridge, and because again, it's the same small fucking the whole thing, and I'm gonna do it next stream. That's what we're doing, discussing
doing a Tumbler Ridge breakdown,
Tumbler Ridge versus Sandy Hook, and we're just gonna compare. The thing is, if it's real, like honestly, part of me just wants to go for a drive. So to my boyfriend who's watching, I think we should go for a drive to Tumbler Ridge.
Tumbler Ridge is really cool. I've been there.
Did you go to the high school?
Did I go to the high school? No, I'm sure I
Like
drove by it.
Sandy Hook was out of business, right? The year before, for previous years, it was out of a commission.
They
just
they
reopened.
bulldozed after the incident happened. They bulldozed and concreted over the location, just like they did with the area that Charlie Kirk was shot.
Well, Sandy Hook, prior to the year that the shooting happened, that school was out of commission for like 5 years. So was that secondary school out of commission? I don't know.
That's
But
something.
I looked on their Facebook page to even see anything about the school. There's nothing about their school on their Facebook page. There's a lot of things about the town and snow
Yeah.
removal and bullshit like that, but I haven't seen
Yeah.
anything. They did recently obviously put not Sandy Hook, Tumbler Ridge Strong, but prior to that, in their back pages, I'm not seeing anything. So I just not. Yeah. I don't know. See, like this is what happens, man. They fucking lie and lie and lie, and then to the point where you're just like, you know what? I don't believe you. No, the
Yeah.
sky isn't blue. The sky is red.
There are 4
Oh.
lights.
All right. And one more thing, Holly, can you upload the video from our group? It is there. I just want to since we've whacked off everything, we've jerked off everything that we
We've
needed to jerk
whacked off
today.
everything.
We've jerked it all off, but we've got one more thing.
Oh, I
Just
uploaded
pop
that
off
video
the
for
dessert
you.
chip file. Did you?
Yeah, it's in the
thank you.
list.
Thanks, Holly. So the fucking Epstein files. I'm convinced that it was Israel that released the files that were released, or Israel had something to do with it. I don't believe it was the Trump administration at all. I don't. And I do believe it was like they were supposed to do something against Iran and they didn't act quickly enough. And because Netanyahu has been very clear about he's going to control the social media and what people think about everybody. They were very clear that it is their war plan, right? So they upload this. Now, the files, to be fair, like at this point, I, again, don't know it's real anymore. And I just don't care enough to even Google it, or not Google it, to go to the Epstein, where they've been dumped and search the words myself because it's too much. But I'm like, I'm trying to figure out, okay, like if it is true, if they are eating babies and stuff, why the fuck aren't people freaking out and doing something about it? And then I'm just thinking, like, are they just trying to psychologically destroy us? Like, honestly, that is what it feels like at this point. But I will show you this. They believe, like, it's just so sick that my brain doesn't comprehend it. So let me know what you guys think in the chat.
Hope you are feeling better. Did we analyze the jerky? Why didn't we get jerky this week? I also added more to the jerky and ginger lemongrass. Thank you so much. Super cool. Beef jerky, delicious. Jojo is here and we'll walk the jerky over to Jeffrey. We'll walk the jerky over to Jeffrey. Why would jerky walk around? Why would it do that? Delicious lunch, beef jerky. Steve and I are very grateful above all for your friendship. Some of these emails are so wholesome, aren't they? It's too bad they eat kids. A small insulated bag would be fine. I don't recommend checking it. No need for crazy amounts of ice. One should do. There is one bag of beef jerky in the fridge. Please get it. Also, Blank has more at her place. Please get it from her as well. I suppose it needs to be in a cold, insulated bag. Just wanted to touch base about jerky. J.E. said he was going to start eating regular food again, so he might be eating less jerky. He said he has 6 bags of it in a downstairs freezer. Why would you freeze jerky? Steve needs a 6 to 8 ounce portion of jerky. I gave you all the jerky we had, and it lasted only half the amount of time it was meant to. I felt like it was more important for you to have the jerky to eat during my time off. My plan is to make a batch before I leave for LSJ, and some of that will go to Steve, and the rest will go to you at LSJ when I arrive. Little St. James Island. That's what LSJ must mean. So logically, that means that they were doing this off of the island. Steve Hansen is sending jerky to your attention overnight. I believe it should be enough to get him through. Jeffrey Epstein is asking to bring him more jerky. I'm flying in on Friday. I will bring jerky. Is there a time I could come say hi and drop off the beef jerky? And that's from Jeffrey Epstein. Francis has time to come tomorrow. Show me how to make it. Jerky class anyone. He will bring you to taste his new jerky recipe from the restaurant. He sends a warm hello. He's working at a restaurant called guys, the restaurant's called Cannibal and Cooks. Wait for it. Beef jerky and steak. Can Blank make some jerky? I think we should landscape all around the house to use the water if possible. If the main house is not enough. Are there any recorded images of Jeffrey Epstein with beef jerky at all? No, there are no recorded or publicly known images of Jeffrey Epstein with beef jerky. Who sent?
Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't know. I mean, like or where you guys be living in a fucking...
I believe that this has all been released into the zeitgeist, into the lexicon. So it's implanted in our brains so we digest this evil. It's like
Yeah, well, my boyfriend is really freaked out by it. He thinks
predictive
that
programming.
he thinks there's going to be copycats and retards out there who think that the way to get power and stuff is to kill a baby or kill some, and they'll start off with cats and dogs and whatever. And he's so worked up about it that I have to shut down because I'm just like, it's too much, man. I can't. I don't know.
And your boyfriend is a very normal, upstanding citizen.
Super
that
normal.
doesn't know anything about
guy.
this bullshit. And like us crazy people, we've known about this for fucking 20 years since like Alex Jones started
me for 20 years,
screeching about, you know, the files and the island where they eat and kill babies. He was talking about Bohemian Grove and the ritualistic sacrifices that they were doing, blah blah blah, for power. What this has done is it's put it into the consciousness of the of humanity, saying, look at these incredibly rich and incredibly powerful and affluent people, and look what they had to do to get it. And like your boyfriend's saying, it's implanting that idea that to get rich and powerful, to get what you want in this world, this is what you have to do.
Yeah, I do hope that you guys. So if we're not going to go freak out about the fucking, the billionaires doing it, the second cats go missing in your neighborhood, you find who the fuck is doing it. You partner up with your little community there, Holly, the one that you guys, you guys are building your fucking communities, and you go and you fucking beat the shit out of that person. Like, you have to make it known that we're not going to put up with that shit. Because the thing is, we're not doing shit to the billionaires. Clearly, nobody gives a fuck.
No.
Right?
And there's nothing we can do. How many people have been arrested since the release of the Epstein files? 2 in the UK. And what they were arrested for, right? Like what's his name? That prince? What he was arrested for?
He wasn't arrested for the sex.
No, not the sex with young girls and the going to Ireland, all the really fucking gross PDF shit. He was arrested for sharing state secrets. That's what he was arrested for. Was providing state secrets.
Yeah, no, they're all disgusting.
That's it.
So they're not going to get held accountable.
There's no accountability. There's no arrest. There's no nothing. This was released to plant the seed into human consciousness that this is how you get power. And there's going to be some whacked out freaks that are going to start doing this bullshit and terrifying the rest of us normal people.
Okay, Holly, you got your things back. Okay, I see this chick now.
What do I got?
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah. Make the girl watch a video of herself being raped by a dog. Like the UK. Like,
I know guys who've done that. I know guys that have done that to women. I know guys that have done that to young women. Like there was one girl that I knew that went to school with one of my kids, and she got an abusive relationship, and the guy did that. He had a dog rape her, and he videotaped it, and then whenever she would try to leave, he would threaten to exploit her.
He'd be like, "This is a video of you." Well, with AI now, they don't have to do that to you. They just they just make a video of it, and the AI is like, "Yeah, okay, cool," and it makes a video of it for you, and it's so fucking realistic now. You cannot believe anything unless you see it in real life with your eyes. It's disgusting and evil.
It is. It's really, really, really.
Yeah. So, like I said on my rant, what was it, 2-3 weeks ago? This is a spiritual war. It's between good versus evil.
Yeah.
Get right with God.
Or if you don't believe in God, then just get right with your energy and whatever.
Get right with your God or your concept of true good, light, if whatever it is. Get right with the goodness and the light of the world, because that's the only battle. It's the only battle. Don't get sucked.
You want to know who my God is?
Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body.
I've been blessed. I felt some holy water on my face.
Oh,
Yeah, well, it might not have been holy water. It might have been some.
Y-
I did look it up. I looked it
get
up.
some holy water. Yeah, that's my only advice. And I know you want to do something about it.
Yeah, let's start. If your cats go missing, dogs go missing, or you find out somebody's fucking harming babies, you murder. No, okay, you don't have to murder them. Beat the shit out of them with baseball bats, and
In
make it very
Minecraft.
clear. Not in Minecraft. No. Fuck that.
Well,
If the
it's
police aren't
yeah,
gonna do
it's
anything, guess what? We're gonna have to take control. Vigilante justice. I don't care if it's illegal. At this point, they're fucking killing babies. That should be illegal.
well, they like it if you've read into the files, they were raping young girls and impregnating them and then taking their babies and then doing that stuff with the babies.
Yeah, and then
So they weren't even stealing children, they were just making their own. You know, for
and then there was
funsies.
Peter Nygaard. He's sitting there talking about it like it's fucking normal. So I mean, they're doing it. They're doing awful things.
Well, and the video, like that one stream that we did that was covering that one guy in Canada that was giving away the hockey bags, so Canadian,
Yes.
the hockey bags full of treats and stuff like that to the young girls that went and visited him in that hotel room with the bathtub.
Yeah.
And that
Why
Canadian
is it
story.
so hard to remember his name? It's such a fucking common name.
Yeah, I never remember the name because it hasn't been drilled into my brain. Right?
Oh, well, we got another one. There's another one. A billionaire named Frank Stronach. So I'm
Yeah.
looking at him. But there was the guy that did not Peter Nygaard. I'm looking it up, and that's interesting. Oh, Robert Miller. That's who we were
Robert
talking
Miller.
about.
Our Robert Miller. Do you remember we tried so hard to see if Robert Miller was connected to any of this stuff?
Yes.
And he was not connected to
We
Nygaard.
should check we should check the Epstein. That would be the log we should check. Robert Miller.
Oh,
Thing
here,
in the
hold on.
Epstein files. Holly will do it. We will find out.
Okay.
All right, Kat, got your tongue. I'm definitely gonna look it up.
Okay. See, I forgot his name again. Yes, I'm 18 or older. Okay, what's his name? Robert Miller.
Yep.
Is he the one that did he was a art gallery guy?
No, it's Peter Nygaard. Or Peter Nygaard, I think would have had it. Robert Miller didn't do art galleries. He did he had a tech company.
Yeah, because there's 35 results that show Robert Miller Gallery.
Well, let's see if Robert Miller does have a gallery.
Produced numerous shows across galleries, art fairs, private spaces, including Delirious Picasso at Academy Mansion in New York, Robert Miller Gallery, Elite Galleries, several works by the artist Peter Sachs that were available purchased from Robert Miller Gallery.
No, it's a different guy.
Yeah. Yeah, see, it's such a fucking common name.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. The whole thing is crazy. I don't know, but so Robert Miller in Canada, he's never gonna get convicted. Ever.
Has he passed away yet?
No.
Yeah, so if I search Robert Miller, Ontario, there's nothing.
It's Montreal.
Montreal?
That's where he is, yeah. He lives right in the Bronfman's old house.
No.
Is Peter, yeah. Bronfman.
Yeah, what was it? The Rothschilds of Canada? The
Yes.
Bronsons?
Bronfman, I think.
Bronfman? How do you spell it?
I'm gonna find it right now. Did somebody else know it?
BRONFMAN. Matthew Bronfman?
No, Charles Bronfman. Yeah, so Charles Bronfman is CH. Well, you know how to spell Charles. And Bronfman, BRONFMAN.
No, no results found.
Weird. So our fucking pedos don't like fucking play with the other pedos.
That's what I found, like, because I've gone through the Epstein files, well, done the minimal searches and stuff like that. Like, I'm not going to deep dive into this bullshit, but every single Canadian prolific pedophile, billionaire, millionaire, or whatever, like influential stuff like that, are
Yes.
not
Yeah.
associated with it, even though they all ran in the same circles. Like, we know that Mark Carney was a part of the Bilderberg group, was a part of Brookfield, was very closely associated to the Bronfman family in Canada. He was insanely associated to all the elites in the UK. I mean, he was the governor of the Bank of England. How did he get that position? Who knows? Just because he's super skilled. But none of them are listed in the Epstein files. So Canadians can't go into the Epstein files to search up the shit that's been going on in the world when it comes to this group of people. Why are Canadians not listed in it? Why is that a complete blank?
I don't know, but we did. Peter Nygaard is one that did get to go down.
Yep, Peter Nygaard's on the.
Oh, I think is Bronfman. Would it be Jewish? I bet, yeah. Is it? Did you know that 1 year into the COVID-19 pandemic, the lives of millions of people in this country, Canadian billionaires increased their wealth by 78 billion, and they name Robert Miller and they name the Bronfmans.
Well, the Bronfmans are the Seagrams family that owned Seagrams, because they were like literal rum runners back during Prohibition.
Well, they're rich. Well, they're also the cult. The cult. That Claudia has just pointed out. They were involved in that NXVIM's cult, sex cult. That's a fucking scary cult too. They're tattooing them.
The family has
branding them.
been involved in various charitable activities and has been a significant force in the Jewish charitable world.
Oh, they have an island in Fiji. Claudia, look at you coming up. with
Yes,
all the
yeah, they
information.
do. The
I did
Nygaard
not know that.
that came out when Little St. James first was being like talked about back in like 2015 when Epstein was first exposed about Little St. James, is the Nygaard Island. And who's the Virgin Atlantic guy? He has been to Nygaard Island in Fiji. That's how that came out. And if you think that there's only one island, I have an island to sell you.
Well, I'm gonna go to your island, buddy, but I'm not gonna fucking eat babies or do anything illegal unless Johnny's there. If Johnny's there, we can hunt him. We'll hunt him.
That's how we
will hunt him.
Chantel. But the
We
thing
should
is
probably end this stream though, because we're almost
Claire
done.
Bronfman was very, very tied to the Nexium sex cult.
Holly.
But then there's
We
no
can end the stream.
We're
We
gonna
have
end
to,
the-
or I'm not gonna be able to make clips.
Well, okay, we have to end the stream. This is way too much. I
And we
will
love
go on
you.
and on forever. We love you guys so much, and thank you so much for your support with
Yeah, seriously, thank you.
with the loss in my family. I do really appreciate it. Thank you for letting me talk about her, because it is very cathartic.
And thank you for coming in every week because we love you.
Yes, thank you for
And
coming
you
every
should
week.
like the stream if you can, and share it if you want to.
Definitely. And I'll look
Or-
up David Geffen.
We will talk about the sex cult next week and this stuff more next week. Okay.
Well, and we will send out invitations to our cake cult, which has nothing to do with
cult.
sex.
You
Okay,
guys,
bye.
we're all in a sex cult. Love you. See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Maybe the next step in your healing journey is to go around calling people fucking cunts. That is all for today's therapy session. I'll see you next Tuesday.